The most fascinating problem in the world is, who am I? Alan Watts. Hi. Do you feel as if you might be disconnected from who you truly are? Disconnected from your inner guidance? Disconnected from your soul? Do you feel like something's missing? Do you feel your worth is determined by how other people see you? Do you feel as if you're living your life by someone else's set of rules? Perhaps you're excellent at tuning into others, their values, their emotions, their convictions, and find it easier to align yourself with them instead of tuning yourself into your own ideas, opinions, and convictions. In this video, I will be showing you how we can get disconnected from our true selves, our souls. Finding yourself is one of the most fundamental endeavors of your life. Friedrich Nietzsche. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle. I've compiled this video with the knowledge from other great mentors, and my hope is that if you ever find yourself in a place of feeling disconnected from your true self, that these videos will assist you in being a roadmap of how to find your way back. What if you don't know who you really are because you've suppressed the core of you, because you took on other personas in an effort to make your life better? Bevi Smith in her TED Talk. You can become very good at not listening to your feelings. If you need to sacrifice who you are to be what other people need you to be, the weight in your heart grows bigger. Ruth Clare in her TED Talk. If you feel as if you are disconnected from your true self, this is nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be looked at in a negative light. Quite the opposite, because the first step in knowing who you truly are is to know the pain of not being who you truly are. Pain is important because it indicates what is unwanted, and therefore it indicates to you what it is that you want. It is not possible to know yourself unless you know your pain. Teal Swan. The truth of being yourself is one of the most difficult things you'll ever do. We all have the ability to stage our lives and construct illusions of who we are, and we can become really good at it. But the identity that we share with the world doesn't always match what we feel inside. We don't think we can be ourselves because we don't think we're good enough. We find creative ways in which to fit in and be accepted, and to maintain the peace. Carly Sotas at her TED Talk. It's a joy to be hidden and a disaster not to be found. D.W. Winacot. We might live in hope that someone will see us for who we truly are, but the truth is that no one is coming to find you, and you have to be the one to find yourself. You might be terrified that if anyone saw the real you, they would despise you, outcast you, and you're not sure if you could bear that pain and separation. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest achievement. Take your true self out of hiding and see how your world changes. Ralph Waldo Emmerson. Pursuing your true self is not an easy thing to do, but it is the adventure you have been waiting for. You can't begin to change yourself in any meaningful way until you confront who you really are. You don't have to follow other people. You have to listen to yourself and embrace what makes you different. Know what you love and what you hate, and what you were destined to create in this world. It doesn't come easy. It's a process, and you have to be patient and you have to put in the work. Becoming who you are is a process, and it's never too late. Robert Greene. There was a time when we were younger, when we had a natural expression of our soul, our inner voice, our intuition, our inner guidance, and our truth. And something happened while living by our natural expression that made us feel unsafe, embarrassed, ridiculed, or the center of negative attention. And the pain caused by this was so immense that we began to mistrust our gut feelings. We associated following our gut feelings with isolation, separation, and pain. And so we developed a new way of being in the world, where we didn't have to consult ourselves for our own validation, and in this way, avoiding the pain. We can also get disconnected from ourselves by experiencing a tragedy that leads to a long period of grief, and even more subtly, we can get disconnected from ourselves by a change in responsibility that allows very little space in which to inquire with ourselves, because meeting the obligations of the responsibility holds more weight than our self-expression does at that given time. And so we develop this new way of being in the world, where we no longer look inwards for validation, we now seek it from other people, which minimizes our pain. We may develop the skill of tuning into others and adapting our behavior, and we now gain our self-worth by pleasing those around us. And when we have set up this way of being, we become disconnected from our true selves. The consequences of living long periods of time without connection with your true self are the feeling like something is missing, experiencing no real peace, experiencing no real pride, anger and resentment, and a feeling like we are a victim of the world. But as Dr. Gabor Mate says, that true self that you got disconnected from is still available to you. So when the time is right, we must find our way back to our hearts once more. And the way back is to do the work of getting to know who we really are. Hi, my name is Matthew, and welcome to Give Your Soul a Voice. This has been my journey of a disconnection and a reconnection of my true self, my soul. And if you're like me, you've probably spent a lot of your life creating a persona or personas of who you think you should be. And if this is the case, you might find that there's some shame attached to your authentic self, that authentic self that has been hidden away for a very long time. And so let's move forward with an attitude of love, acceptance, understanding, and patience when navigating into our most hidden parts. Discovering and owning what you believe to be true is both exhilarating and a terrifying experience, and it doesn't happen all at once. It's more of an unraveling. The good news is, as you move towards your authentic self, the feeling that something is wrong starts to disappear, and a trust in yourself begins to develop. And with this internal shift, new experiences start attracting themselves to you, experiences that lead you towards your authentic way of being, perhaps even your purpose. It's a process, and it's what Joseph Campbell refers to as the hero's journey. I am passionate about pursuing my own journey towards giving my soul a voice, and I'm passionate about assisting others in doing the same. So let's move on to our next video called The Work, where we will talk about how we get back to our true selves. See you there.